Hey guys, this is Spartacus here and welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be about information that I've just recently heard and I don't see a lot of people talking about right now, but I do feel like it's worth making a video and mentioning just for a little bit. But also, before I actually tell you what this news is, take it with a grain of salt because we don't know if this is actually going to end up being true when the time does come. And so I just want you guys to be fully aware that anything could change based on what you're going to be hearing in this video. So anyway, someone over on Twitter named @MargoNetwork, he creates news tweets for the zombies community in Call of Duty, and he said that he's heard from over 5 different sources that there appear to be little chance of round-based maps to make an appearance in Vanguard zombies. Now keep in mind, when he says round-based maps, he's talking about more of the traditional round-based maps we saw within Black Ops Cold War, and realistically every, I guess, zombies experience we've seen in the previous Call of Duty titles, not like Anfang, that which we all just dislike right now. And even the Modern Warfare 2 Ghost quote tweeted this and pretty much confirmed that yes, he's also heard the same thing, that there isn't going to be any round-based maps coming to Vanguard zombies in the future. Instead, it seems like they're going with the routes that is very similar to what we see with Anfang. And the Modern Warfare 2 Ghost even said that previously he heard that we were going to be getting a traditional round-based map by like Season 1 or whenever the first DLC zombies map was supposed to come out, but it looks like things have changed just now about that being the case, and instead they're just going with the Anfang route and just having the objectives being the way to complete rounds and be able to progress later into the match. And this is something that I don't think anybody is happy to hear. I mean, I have not heard anybody, and I mean nobody, has said anything positive about Vanguard zombies, and for good reason, honestly. It's very disappointing to see that they just took the zombies formula and made it so much worse than what it actually was. I mean, to be fair though, the zombies formula that we saw within Black Ops Cold War was really good. Sure, yes, we did like shit on that game, same with Black Ops 4 quite a bit, but at least the formula was still there. We still had our traditional round-based maps. There were still different types of Easter eggs you can go for, whether that's the main quest or of course the, I guess, little side type Easter eggs where you can upgrade different things, like, I don't know, upgrading perks or maybe building the shield and stuff like that. That, I think, was a very good formula that we saw within zombies, and I think it grabbed a lot of people's attention. But what we see with here in Vanguard zombies, at least as of right now, especially during the first few weeks of the game's life cycle, that Vanguard zombies has nothing to it. Literally all you do is have 3 different objectives that can be in completely different random order, and you just repeat those objectives over and over and over again in the same locations over and over again, and that's how you progress through rounds. And of course, yeah, sure, you can still pack a punch, you can still get some armor and, you know, all this different kinds of things. There's covenants, which I think is a little cool feature, but it just makes the experience so much easier, and the fact that there isn't actually a pack a punch camo either, it makes it really frustrating, and I just don't understand what they're going with zombies, you know. And I want to make this very clear. It's something that I've mentioned in previous videos, is that Treyarch is not really the ones at fault for, I guess, giving us this zombies experience. I mean, sure, yeah, they created it, but the thing is, they've had so little time on their hands to make Vanguard zombies that they're just being pushed to their limits to actually just grind constantly at their jobs to give us as much zombies content as possible. And I knew this was going to be the case before Vanguard even came out. I think a lot of us can agree that even with Cold War zombies, even though I think a lot of us did mildly enjoy the game mode, that it was pretty obvious that it rushed. You know, they had to rush through it, especially with the Forsaken zombies map. You know, that area was an area from the campaign, and they also made it into a multiplayer map as well, they came out the multiplayer map at the same time, which just made it look worse. And so you could tell they just reused a bunch of like the same assets from that was already like in the game files and stuff like that. That just really made the experience a little bit worse. Even though I still had fun playing Cold War zombies, it was still easy, and that's something I don't really liked about zombies. I don't like how they made it so easy, and Vanguard zombies is the same way. It's incredibly easy, and I just don't get why they're trying to cater to people who are like new to zombies. Like, what about us old school players? What about the dedicated player base who's been playing zombies for years? Like, how come we're being like pushed to the side? I don't get it. And the same thing could actually be said about multiplayer, but we're not going to be talking about that. And so it's really disappointing to see the route that zombies going through, and seeing how future content for zombies in Vanguard is going to be very similar to Anfang is going to be really disappointing. However, there is one positive thing I would like to say in this video, is that maybe we're not going to get a zombies experience that's like character Anfang. Maybe it's gonna be something completely different. Who knows what it's gonna be? And I think I would be more supportive if they were to do something different than Der Anfang, not have the same formula where you have like the same 3 objectives and that's it, you just travel to the same locations every single time. And I don't like the fact that when you teleport to the next round that it just takes so long to do so. Like, why? I don't get why it takes so long. I get like there's some characters talking to us and stuff like that, but once you play zombies multiple times, it's like you hear the same quotes over and over and over again, and that's usually a problem that we see within zombies during the launch of a new Call of Duty game anyway. But still, it just can get really irritating waiting for that teleportation to finally get done and then just listening to those same quotes. I don't know, you guys. I just don't like this zombies mode, and nobody really likes it, and so I don't understand why they just don't go back to traditional zombies. It doesn't make any sense at all. Oh man. But Treyarch, of course, like I've said, has already been getting a lot of pressure by meeting these deadlines, and they're just being overworked when it comes to zombies content, and they just need more time to create zombies. I already made a whole dedicated video on that, but Treyarch just needs more time. Activision needs to stop getting on their ass about just creating zombies every single time there's a new Call of Duty title that comes out. It seems like, I don't know, you guys. I don't like it. I just want Treyarch to have more time to develop zombies, and I really want them to realize that traditional zombie round-based maps is what made zombies good in the first place. Don't break away from that formula. I love the formula that we saw with previous Call of Duty games and how there was always a different type of, like, basically riot shield that you can build and then use it as protection on your back. And for some reason, I really like that formula, and I really wish they would stick with it. And I really hope sometime in the future they learn their lesson and that they stick with that formula while still being creative, because they can definitely still be creative. Zombies, you can pretty much do whatever you want with it. And I just really wish they just don't break away from the formula. That's all I'm really trying to say here. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you did like it, make sure you do leave a like on the video itself, and of course subscribe to the channel for more Call of Duty videos in the future, and I shall catch you guys later.